Hi guys, so I'm going to be using the California Love palette from Colourpop, which was $12. I think this was $12. I'm going to use a bretmanrock lit from Colourpop. So they're both Colourpops. I wanted to try some different warmer colors. I've been doing a lot of blues and greens and purples, but yeah, so let's get started. Okay guys, so a new way of contouring for me is this Too Faced, which is the concealer I usually use for my under eye, but I'm gonna use it for contouring instead. And it's in cocoa, and it's like amazing. I just discovered it. Look at that. But look. My new concealer combo is Chestnut from NARS. Radiant Creamy. And then mixing it with a little bit of walnut. To get some of that nice yellow. I don't need to color correct for these because these already have peach and yellow undertones. So if you don't see me doing that, you know why. So I usually use the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, but I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty in Cashew to show you the difference. I like this better because it smells so good. So, and there's no flashback at all, because it's a little bit more brown. I'm going to show you the difference without it. I highly recommend doing that because you really get a nice finish on your face once you bake. It's always really good to bake, and you don't have to do it for long. Usually for a couple minutes or a couple seconds, like I just did, and you'll see that you get like a nice. So you get that deep crease in this one. It's just cream and settling in. This one is not too bad. If you're not taking any professional flash photography, I would go with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder because it just is very fine. And we want to go in there and remove anything that you see. I might see a little bit more. So I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and put it under here. And there is going to be creasing when your skin naturally creases. There's just not going to have like extra creasing. Like that's where my skin folds. It's gonna crease. But if you're not having any extra creasing, where not usually where it's becoming too heavy, then you would need to just double check that. When people are doing their eyeliner, please make sure you smoke out your under eye. So guys, I recently got this in this one of the samples from Sephora. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and it's like the perfect glow without putting on like blinding highlighter. I personally don't like crazy highlighter where it's like looks like a flashlight on your face. I'm just not a big fan of him. I mean, to each their own, right? So for me, I really love this because it's like just subtle, but it's like it feels like your inner glow. It's really weird. So I'm gonna show it to you guys. So I'm taking some here on my little brush. I'm gonna put it right here. I know it looks crazy, but when you blend it in, you get like the perfect sheen. And it doesn't like, it's only in certain lights. It's not like extra crazy. So you can just dust a little bit on your nose, my cheek area. But I was using this for my bride, and it's just like, cause she doesn't really want a lot of highlighter either. Cause I don't think most people, like, I think for Instagram people and like who a lot of makeup on Instagram, like that's their go-to thing. But it's like perfect, you see? And the more you work it, the more highlight you get. It's like perfect. Just gonna lift it off. If you wanna glue that part, take it out. So you get this really nice highlight. I love it. I love it. I love it. Go a little more brown. I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Gloss. And I don't know, I think it's just called the Fenty Glow. And this gloss is like not sticky. And you know how sometimes glosses like they get dry and just like suck all the moisture out of your lips, which is why I personally hate wearing glosses. I also hate wearing glosses because they get stuck in my hair, and I hate that. So